What's up, Disrupticons? Welcome to the first ever video episode of the Disruptivecast. This is episode 59. You can get the video at our Facebook page, facebook.com/disruptivefitness. We'll also have a link there for you to subscribe to the YouTube channel, where you will be able to see shows going forward, along with training tips, videos on different jank that you're probably interested in, or you wouldn't still be here listening to our show. So again, head over to facebook.com/disruptivefitness. Look for the link in our page. It'll be stuck to the top so that you can see it. And you get to watch what it looks like when four grown men sit around a table and talk about everything. Welcome to the Disruptivecast with your hosts, Brandon, and Dave.
Howdy.
What's up?
We're finally all in the same room again.
It's been a couple crazy weeks.
Yeah.
Kevin running the computer
Howdy doody.
and the board and the camera.
And the camera today. We have
On the camera, wave. Hi, guys. We're going to do this one on video, so if you like it,
We're gonna
go over to Disruptive Fitness.
We're gonna find out if we have a face for radio
Yes,
or
right.
YouTube.
Yeah.
Or we're going to find out exactly how much Brandon Snapchats. Wow.
So much.
We're in podcast.
So much. This is going to be a show about looking at your phone.
oh my gosh.
But yeah, head over to the Facebook page, facebook.com/disruptivefitness, and leave us some feedback if you enjoy having a video version of people talking to each other on microphones.
And my daughter flinging
And
stuff
Avit.
around.
Avit making some cameos here
Yep.
and there. Yeah, this is probably the only fitness podcast with a baby host.
Yeah.
We found our niche.
And we can't. Yeah.
I really think we
we
should
can't.
add, I think
We
should take
can't get out of that.
No,
a,
yeah.
I think we should take a picture of her and put it on the thing as well.
Yeah,
Yeah, we'll
I've got another one coming in March, so we'll have
Two.
multi-baby podcast, perhaps.
Stannis Simpson.
Baratheon.
Yep.
No.
Oh.
Ender.
I had a
Ender
buddy-
is what I want to do.
Ender.
Ender.
Like
Ender?
Ender's Game.
Like Ender's Game. Yeah, I just
My
read
buddy-
that book the other day.
My buddy just named his kid Stannis.
Yeah?
Yeah.
No kidding.
That's William Stannis Sparks.
There you go.
That's a pretty awesome name.
Yeah, that sounds regal.
Regal. Yeah.
Regal.
for
I think
sure.
that's the word.
We are broadcasting from a working gym, so you may see and hear a few things going on in the background.
Barbell slamming.
Yes.
Yeah. A lot of that. A lot
Yep.
of guys with their shirts off.
Regional athletes.
Even
No,
though-
it's winter.
Push jerk
Even though it's
weights.
winter.
I have a down vest on, so
Yeah.
probably
Yeah, it's
not.
chilly.
It's
It's
not that
definitely
cold.
chilly.
Oh, it's not that cold.
That's why my hands are in my pockets. So, Star Wars is coming up.
Yes.
I don't know how to feel.
This morning I watched the trailers again for the umpteenth time.
How long have you had tickets?
I've had tickets since the second they were available.
Yeah, I was here
after
when you
Monday
bought them, I
night.
think.
After Monday night football, I bought them then. That was my second pair. I have two
Oh.
sets of tickets.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I'm just not going to talk about it.
Yeah.
I don't
No.
have any.
No. I know I'm the resident
Star Wars nerd.
Star Wars nerd aficionado.
I
Saw
mean,
the
you have the
original
most
one.
Star Wars tattoos here
I
Yeah,
do.
that's for sure. Yeah, I watched
I'm not old
JJ
enough
and
to have seen the original one.
John Boyega and Daisy Ridley and Adam Driver. They were all on Jimmy Kimmel last night.
Yeah?
So
Sure.
they got into some stuff. Not really. And what's her face? Fisher.
Carrie Fisher?
Carrie Fisher. She's crazy
Of course she is.
because
Yeah.
she's been drunk for 40 straight years. And I
That's
think
a
she's
long time
I think
to
she's
stay drunk.
Yeah, I think she's sober now, but
Yeah, but do you understand her family history?
yeah, for sure.
That has a lot to play with it.
But you know what was kind of cool, and what goes into being so secretive is like they said they could not bring the scripts home. Like the only time that they could read scripts was when they were at Pinewood.
When they're working.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's the only time they could.
Huh.
So he said there's been like 5 or 6 people that have actually seen the movie from start to finish. One of which being that guy that had terminal cancer, and he
Yeah.
said it was the last thing he wanted to do before he died was
Oh,
to
wow.
see the movie.
That's
and
cool.
JJ and Disney let him watch
Yeah,
it.
that's way
awesome.
cool.
Wow.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. So I'm beyond
Pulling
psyched.
at our heartstrings.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're under a month though.
Under a month.
Well,
I'm afraid it's going to be terrible.
No,
That's
it's
what
not.
I'm
There's
with you.
absolutely no.
I'm so afraid it's going to be terrible.
Name
I'm afraid
one terrible J.J. Abrams film.
I think
You
they've
can't do
already.
it.
Here's the thing.
After the first Transformers.
No, absolutely not.
My
He was
personal,
in Transformers. That was
No?
Michael Bay.
That was
Oh, yeah,
Michael
you're
Bay.
right.
How about
yeah,
the
that's all
ending to
explosions.
Lost? He lost
Oh,
me
come
like
on.
years
Lost?
ago. The ending.
Lost is a show where you put 30 writers in a room, shuffle all the papers up, and then shoot the show.
Yeah. Well, the first 3 seasons were great.
Here's the problem I have with it. Okay,
Okay.
they've already put out too many trailers.
No, they
too many.
No.
They only needed to put out one,
No,
and that would have been enough.
no, absolutely not. Completely disagree.
I haven't seen any of them, so I'm
You
going
serious?
in blind.
And they're really.
Well, I just know that
You've
there's-
never seen a Star? Oh, the
No, the
trailers.
trailers.
Okay. I was about to. How
No.
have you never seen a Star Wars?
I've
movie?
seen
And Brandon,
all-
this will be your final.
I've seen all the Star Wars movies, but I haven't really watched the trailer because I didn't want to get,
Me and my wife are going to
Excited.
for the next 5 weeks. We're going to watch one, if not two. So we're going to try
That's
to
what we're
watch
gonna
There's
do.
supposed to be
all of
some
them.
kind of cut, like where you watch them in a particular order.
Yes,
right.
it's 2, 3, 4, 5. Go back and watch one, and then
And
watch Return of the
6.
Jedi.
Yeah.
2,
Which I don't
3.
understand.
Because, well, the theory they're espousing is that you have a flashback as to how Darth Vader became
How
Darth
this
Oh,
Vader.
yeah,
got
yeah.
set
I can
up,
see
and
that.
then you've got the big Darth Vader
I can see that.
deal. Yeah,
Yes.
that's what you
Is-
should do. Do it and report back.
I don't care. We're going to talk about this for an hour.
Have you
The
heard that
speculation is that
Jar
Luke-
Jar Binks
No,
is
that's
a
no.
Sith?
No, it's not. He's not.
There's
Jar
a
Jar Binks
huge
is
article
the-
on
Okay,
Reddit.
so
the main
let's think about
character.
this, okay? And we don't know how long this is going to get so nerdy. We
I'll
don't
be
know how
honest.
long this alien race lives, but he's 40 years older now.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Gungans.
No, not 40 years. At least 70 years.
All
Okay.
right.
At least 70.
So they could be like 300. I mean, Yoda's old.
Yeah.
Here, you want to watch the trailer?
No.
I can't ruin it.
Yeah. Spoiler
going in
alert.
blind.
Spoiler alert.
No, the
I've
the
seen
thing
a
is,
trailer, but it didn't say anything to me. I have no idea what the trailer was about.
It's best to watch the trailer with just the music, and it shows how music is so a part of that movie. Like if you watch that movie without John Williams,
Who
I don't
doesn't?
think
Who
we'd like
doesn't
it
know
as
the
much.
Star Wars theme though?
Oh,
I mean,
everybody
that's
does.
yeah. I mean, that's iconic.
that first, and then they
Yep.
start scrolling
The
up.
Empire theme.
I just
yeah.
got goosebumps thinking
Yeah.
about it. It's gonna be
Nice.
nuts. But the thing that's going around now, and I've seen a lot of rumors about it, is that Luke is dark. He has gone to the dark side, and he actually went to the dark side when
He showed
Vader
up,
threw the Emperor over. So,
he showed
I don't
up
wanna
in
get
a
to it.
dark uniform in the
Became
Return of the
the-
Jedi.
well, no one's seen him, and apparently this first, and he was very cocky.
Yeah.
like that's so not his personality. So, I don't know. There's a lot, and we're not going to see Luke almost at all in this first movie. Apparently, he's going to be big the second movie, but
Wait.
or seventh.
When's
So
the
now-
second
yeah,
one
when's-
coming out?
let's
Like
just-
2019.
No, I don't know.
It's
Well,
kind of
they're
like,
saying, they're saying 18. I
guys,
think.
you know that I'm still
18
working
months.
my way through Harry Potter.
So they got a new one of that coming out too.
Yeah, but it's
A new what?
inside
It's
the
the
world. It's
pre.
inside the world.
Yeah.
No, it's not pre.
A movie?
It's inside the world. It's just not.
Or
I mean,
a new book.
No,
Daniel
it's a
Radcliffe's
book
not in
that's basically that she wrote. Like if you
So
watch
it's
the
kind of like
movie,
reading the Silmarillion.
no, it's like a book that they have that Harry Potter them always talk about, and so she
Yeah.
decided to make a movie about that book. Am I correct on that, Dave?
I don't know. I don't know.
Huh. Rude.
I mean, I do. I'm going to
Freddie
read it.
Redmayne
I'm
is
going
the
to
guy.
watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not on Pottermore that much.
No, I'm not on Pottermore. My account.
What a
went-
what?
My account went
Pottermore.
I have no idea
It's
what
a-
that is.
went soft.
It's like
My
you know how
account
Dave
went
Matthews Band has like the warehouse, like an exclusive
What's going on, Hudson?
fan only website.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
that's
Star
what it
Wars
is.
Underground.
Okay.
Doing CrossFit.
Yeah, it's like CrossFit.com.
But for Harry Potter.
That's where the cult
People?
meets.
Yeah.
Yeah, my wife has a Harry Potter tattoo.
There's
Shout out
nothing
to
wrong
my
with
wife.
Wives
Shut
are
up.
pretty cool.
Still working on that.
Are you?
Someone asked me.
Absondeck.com.
Are you?
Someone really did ask
Swipe
me
right.
at one of the classes how my marriage prospects were looking, and I was like, "Well,
Thanks for asking.
I'm still working, still
Are
searching."
we gonna have a what's it called? I forget what it's called.
A marriage
Intervention. There it is.
That's what we're, that's actually what we're doing right now.
Yeah, this is
Oh.
intervention.
Yeah.
That's why there's so many people.
Right. Yeah. They're all going to come over, kind of huddle around
Yes.
We love you, Brandon.
because we care about
and
you.
then you get that guy like the greatest video of all times, like I still love you, like the guy just like losing it, and then his dad with the longest, weirdest cry of all times. I think I've watched that 1,000 times.
That's a lot of times.
When was the last time you cried? That's a good question.
Uh,
The last time you cried?
yesterday?
'Cause I fi-
no, Sunday.
Sunday.
I mean, it's pretty a lot.
Really?
Yeah,
I am too. I'm
Yeah.
a crier.
I
I'm
don't-
an emotional guy.
I don't
But
remember.
but it's mostly of my own doing. Like I'll watch something on YouTube or something.
like soldiers returning.
Oh yeah, that gets me every time.
I put
Yeah.
together Hudson's retrospective of his childhood, And I watched it, and
Got
I
a little teared
was
up.
like, that kind of got me
That's
a little
weird.
weird.
Yeah,
That's
a little
weird.
teared up.
It's not weird.
It's
It'll
weird.
do it to you.
It's weird.
Whatever.
It's weird.
Whatever.
Now, I think it's a very good thing to do. Right? Thank
Yeah.
you for being candid there.
Oh yeah.
I
mean,
I don't think I drink enough to cry.
well.
You would have
Those
to
don't
start
go
the
hand in hand.
drinking.
Those
I would
don't
have to
cry.
start drinking.
Those
if that
don't
was
go
gonna
hand
be
in
the
hand.
thing. No?
No, absolutely not.
You just do. Yeah, drinking just means that you become more emotional 20% of the time. But like, yeah, it's not the same.
Yeah.
What's not the same?
Like being sad when you've been drinking is not the same as like being sad when you're so. For me,
Being sad when you're drunk is just completely different because you're just like, oh my God, I love you, man.
Yeah, you're not. It's not a.
And then you start doing this stupid cry, and you're like, you're
Yeah.
such a good guy.
I do. When I do, and it's so funny. No matter who it is, like I did a toast at a wedding. I've done them a lot.
Yeah.
And no matter like how close I am to them or not, I always get choked up.
Yeah.
You did.
Always.
I saw it.
I always
Yeah.
do.
But you have good
Because it's
comedic
important.
timing.
Yeah, I guess.
Better than mine.
I'm thinking about. I've been listening to a lot of comedy podcasts. I think I'm going to do
Practicing,
some
brushing
open
up on it.
spots. Yeah.
Yeah?
Do
I'd
I'd
some
like to
open
see you do
mics.
it. I'd like to
No.
see
You
you
know how
do
hard
it.
it is to write a joke?
Yeah,
Have you ever
it's very
sat
hard.
down and tried to write a joke?
And there's a podcast that I've brought up before. You Made It Weird, and they go into a lot of that with these, huge comedians.
Yeah.
And like the process that some people have is just nuts. Like some people decide, I'm going to sit down and write for 2 hours, or some people decide they just go see a movie and they write while they watch movies. But it's very interesting.
Would you say you're more of a stream of consciousness kind of comedian?
I'm not a
If you
comedian.
had to choose,
You're
You're
right.
going to choose a style.
You're very unfunny.
Yeah, it's definitely stream of consciousness.
Okay.
It's not
Dude,
Jerry Seinfeld,
It's like observational.
observational
What's the deal?
stuff.
okay.
Yeah, I'm not observational.
Yeah, I can't do any of that stuff
No.
because nothing. Like I observe things, but I don't know what data I'm taking in unless it's lifting.
Well, just
Well,
start
you
carrying a
could do
notebook.
comedian-
Start taking a notebook.
You could be the
Lifting.
first Olympic comedian, weightlifting comedian.
No, it's already taken.
Yeah.
Internet weightlifting
Internet
coach.
weightlifting.
Okay.
Yeah,
Boom.
if you haven't followed that one on Instagram, Internet Weightlifting Coach is
Yeah,
hilarious.
that's a good one.
And then there's a Nike Weightlifting Official
Yeah,
that has nothing to do with Nike.
which I got blocked from because I was like, "Hey, cool, cool way to, rip off of a brand."
yeah,
Is it the one that has
He
the
said,
frog
like, go
on the
F
top?
yourself, and then I got blocked.
Is that the one that has the frog
Yeah.
on the
yeah,
top?
it is. Yeah, level USA Weightlifting level 32 coach.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
International senior coach,
yeah,
whatever that means.
nothing.
Yeah, I got guys. Good news. Passed that level 1 again.
What?
You had to
Had to take
retake the
level 1.
test.
Yeah.
How'd you do it? You studied so hard, didn't you?
I
to
did
pass
because
that test?
I was really
You got to write
nervous,
down what they want you to write down.
That's every test.
and I was like, well, if we don't pass, I don't know.
I just
What?
flew out to Austin.
Yeah, I just don't know if we're a CrossFit gym anymore because I kind of waited till the last minute, like the last week.
Yeah, you're right.
to get that done.
So yeah,
Cameos.
Yeah.
I will say this:
Those
the
affiliation
test,
dues.
the
are-
test is harder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was like a
Is
pretty.
it all the other
Since
questions
when?
that you didn't
when
take
did
the first time?
When did you take it?
I've been 3 times.
That's how OG he is.
Yeah. So I had to take it like the first time I went, there was a lot of exercising, like,
1999.
yeah,
yeah.
me too. Yep.
and then the second time I just had to go for like the last
And
day
sit down and
to
take
the test.
Right.
And this time I had to go to the entire seminar.
Because they don't believe you.
Like, how many years is it good for once you
Man.
take
5
it?
years.
5 years?
So I had to.
Sounds about right.
There was way less exercising.
Yeah. I feel like there ought to be more like CEUs that you can do
Yeah,
to not
yeah.
have
I
to
kinda thought
redo the
that-
Seriously.
seminar.
Because
that's
I
what I
think
do
That
for all
doesn't
my
make
other
any
ones
sense,
too.
right? Yeah.
it would probably be a better use of time and resources. 'cause
Yeah,
it's
but
not
they're not getting that
inexpensive.
$1,000.
Well, you could still pay for your CEUs.
They
and
Yeah,
could
you
probably
still have to
get
pay for
more
your
than
CEUs,
$1,000
Like
if they were doing CEUs
if I wrote an
yearly.
article for the journal, I mean, that would be a
Right.
great way to get content.
Yeah.
Yeah.
World Championships. When this
Yeah.
comes out, World Championships will be over.
I guess people are lifting weights.
Yeah.
Yep. So it's
In
Tuesday.
Houston.
Yep. Tuesday, and there has been 5 world records already broken. It's like the most in the first 2 days of competition ever.
I
That's
finally
pretty cool.
started watching it last night.
Yeah, last night, which was Monday the 23rd.
Yep.
So it was the
66.
sixes,
The time machine.
69s, and
Yes.
the 58s.
Yeah.
The A group, and tonight is Liu
I watched some of
Xiaozhong.
the B group of the 58s.
I
Yeah.
watched the 69A.
Yeah, the 69As were gnarly.
Just the
There's some people that weren't there, but it was still really good.
Did you like the announcers?
The coverage
they're
is
terrible.
like
They're
so
terrible.
super American too.
Yeah.
So the reason why they tape their finger is because they can't use straps, because if they don't tape their fingers, the knurling on the bar will rip their skin off.
So in the 70 kilo class and the 76 kilo class, the guy didn't even know the
What
weight
the
classes
were. Right.
And one guy legitimately, there's one guy that had his head on correct. The other guy sounded like he has never seen weightlifting in his entire life.
That's
they
possible.
Got this guy. I mean, he was unbelievable.
I don't like the way he's lifting. He just doesn't want to be here. He just needs to
that
go
just-
home.
Boy, that
Spit on the bar.
it looks like he could do another 10 kilos. Well, you don't know this sport at all, then.
That's fine.
Yeah, that's funny. So last night, Kostova from Azerbaijan, she had 3 world records.
Yep.
Wow.
Snatch world record, clean and jerk world record, and the total world record.
And drug test world record.
Well, that's what that happens. Once they win, the guy walks over for the IWF and says,
like, all right,
sign
let's
this.
Right.
Because you're taking a drug test now.
Right now. Yep.
The gentleman from Turkey beat the gentleman from Russia just on Sinclair.
Yeah, that happens a lot, though.
But I thought that was cool to finally
Yeah,
see
I
it
mean,
happen for
shoot,
me.
last year in the 56s, Thatch from Thailand, and Ohm from North Korea, they had the same total, and Ohm won because he was 0.12 kilos less than Thatch was.
Yeah. Where
how
are
it
the
is.
North Koreans staying? Do they have a prison that they rented out
Yeah.
to keep everybody in so they don't
I'm watching
defect?
last night.
Dude, I love their shoes.
I'm watching I was bringing that up last night. They zoomed in on his shoes, and I mean, this is a world champion. Like he's one of the greatest weightlifters in the world.
And in English, it said, "Help me."
Yeah. And he's lifting. They zoom in on his feet, and his heels on those wooden heels were just, I mean, cut up and broken up, and it's like,
well,
you
know,
can
they
just
find
get
them on
this guy
eBay.
a pair.
You can find them on eBay. I found
You can
them.
get them at a couple different places,
They're
but
like $2,000.
But they're like
no, you can get them
destroyed.
for under $200. But
200.
no, they're still making them. I mean, I had a buddy who got a pair from his brother who lives in Japan.
Yeah.
That his brother just walked into a sporting goods in Japan, like Dick's,
Right.
and they were on the shelf.
Well, they still have
Nice.
So
the.
he just got them off the shelf.
They were still wearing the Addy Stars too from the.
Well, a lot of people do that, but it depends on a lot of things. You got to realize these shoes have been made so well.
Mm-hmm.
Like those Addy Stars from 04 and 2000 and 2008. Like they're all kangaroo leather, so it's like some of the best leather in the world. I mean, I have a pair of 2000s that I could lift in right now. They're 15 years old and they're still in great shape. So that's why Adidas and Nike.
Kangaroo leather.
That's why Adidas and Nike come out with their flagship just once every 4 years for the Olympics, because they last that long.
Wow.
So, and you got to realize
Now
they're not
you
walking
know.
around in them. I mean, even if you're training 2 hours a day, that's really not that much wear and tear on a shoe.
And all on the platform.
mine
all
out
in
now.
the gym.
Exactly. So, yeah, it's been a fun World Championship. It's always a different World Championships the year before the Olympics, because a lot of people
don't
are
show
preparing for the Olympics.
Yeah, preparing
And-
with some drugs.
Yeah, and getting into that, there's been a lot of controversy around the IWF, but also the Olympic Committee.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of issues with Russia, and for a while there, I think last week there was an article that came out that Bulgaria wasn't going to show up to World Championships,
Right.
Russia wasn't,
Yep.
There was a
'cause in
couple
the
other,
States,
and
they
they were
have
just
access to drug test you no matter
USADA
what.
is no joke.
Yep.
And they will tag you whenever they want. This random quote unquote.
Right.
You can see in the video, random.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
and there's I understand it's legitimate that you want a clean sport and stuff, but you can't target people, and I think USADA has been targeting people. So
Yeah.
like when Lou and Liao get off the plane to
And it's
come
like
to the United
waiting for a
States,
drug test
there are
here. Hey,
people
guys.
sitting here waiting for them to get to their hotel so they can
Right.
knock on their door to drug test them.
Of course.
That's a little iffy. And what sucks as a fan and as a person who wants to learn from these people, this is going to continue to push them away from coming to the United States
Yeah. Because
to do that.
Right.
Because they were here for seminars and stuff like that, and it
Right.
hurts them too. I mean, they're not going to get paid for it. So I don't know. It's a very fine line. I think this next year is going to be. I mean, last year, what was there? 15 or 20 people that got popped at World Championships.
Do you
last
think
year?
that Ilya Ilyin should be here this year?
No,
Okay.
Nah.
he's not ready.
Well, he
He's
said
not
he
in
didn't have
shape.
anything to prove. Yeah.
Oh, of course he doesn't. He has world championships in 3. That's why I'm so surprised that Lou is here, because he's got world championships. He's got Olympic gold medals. I mean, I think it's just one of those things. Like,
I think he just wants to
probably
be here to prove it.
the state was like,
Yeah,
hey,
you need to go win some
you need to
stuff.
go win some stuff.
Right. Yeah. Bring
Especially
it back
on a
home
year,
for China.
yeah, for sure. So he looks really healthy. Everything that I've seen, which they keep everything under lock and key, but the stuff that's coming out with him lifting, I mean, he looks stronger and as fit as he ever has. So should be a lot of fun tonight.
So me and Aaron have devised a new way of counting plates.
Got it. Go.
It's the American way.
The American color system.
The red plates are hamburgers.
Hamburgers.
So last night we had a double cheeseburger
Nice.
with bacon,
Good grief.
which is 2 reds, 1 yellow, and a small red is your bacon. Your white change plates is your mayonnaise, and your little
love
one,
it.
and your little one is a pickle, and your big one is lettuce.
I love it.
This is dumb.
What are the blues?
Blues are blue cheese.
Blue cheese.
Blue cheese.
I
This is
love
dumb.
it. It's not dumb.
You're seeing in the video right
and
now
if
how much I shake my head.
And if it
when
was a
Kevin
small, and if
talks.
it's a small blue, it's mushrooms. There you
Mushrooms.
Oh,
I
those
love
could
it.
be the most interesting plates.
The little blue.
The mushrooms.
I watched this documentary.
Wait a second.
Coming
Psilocybin?
back.
Okay.
No, this is on Vice. If you don't watch Vice on YouTube, there's so much cool stuff. You kind of have to take it with a grain of salt, because obviously they have very, very clear objectives in how they're reporting things. But there's this one. Sorry, my daughter dropped something. There's this one about the illegal truffle and mushroom trade out there, and it's like $1 billion industry.
Oh yeah.
And it's like the sleaziest, like people going around all these restaurants and undercutting prices, but also like putting knives through people's tires and stuff, so they can't like transfer stuff. So
Nice.
there is so much money in truffles. There's so much money in
Have you seen the
in
ginseng
mushrooms?
trade?
no.
It's like in Kentucky. You need to get on that. And watch
I'm
that.
in.
Ginseng?
Ginseng.
Ginseng.
I'm in.
Oh man, that's huge.
That is right up my alley.
When you say ginseng, did you mean to say Oxycontin?
No, I'm talking about ginseng.
Yeah.
There's
You mean
a
methamphetamines?
legitimate trade in ginseng.
In Kentucky.
In Kentucky.
and it's,
Can you remember the last time you took ginseng? Like ginseng.
Like the root?
Yeah.
Oh, like, yeah.
I mean, you're a supplement
One
guy.
of my friends, the
what
kuka
does
juice.
what does ginseng do for you too? Let's give me that.
Well, it's supposed to be a aphrodisiac.
Really?
I found that out in high school when I went into the health food store and tried to buy some,
Yeah?
and they were like, this, you probably don't need this for what most people are using it for.
Yeah. Like,
And I was like, oh.
maybe
And
not.
then I read like the label, and I was like, no wonder why my mom was really hesitant for me to.
And you were all like, all boys high
I thought it was
school.
for energy.
Yeah, it's like, so it gives you energy, but also vitality.
let me just read you this headline here. real quick.
Vitality.
Vitality.
North Carolina man sentenced for ginseng poaching in the Smokies.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't even know. Listen, you're telling me that I
can-
could be in the Smoky Mountains digging for ginseng?
Yes, you can.
Well,
Illegally
I know what I'm
harvesting
doing.
American ginseng from federally protected lands.
Vagabonding.
Yep. There you
101. Illegally harvesting ginseng.
So what's Brandon doing these days?
a ginseng farmer.
The wild root of American ginseng are highly prized tonic, particularly in Asian markets.
Hey, there you go.
There you go.
Well,
No idea.
But no, there's this kuka juice place has like these juices. They're like, in Greenville.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's other places.
Kuka
And
juice.
one of my friends that thinks that I've been getting sick a lot lately is insistent that I drink these. And I don't want to spend $8 on them because they taste bad, but they just start showing up at the gym, so I
Nice.
drink them. So like last week,
What was
I
that?
don't like them.
No.
But
Yeah, it sounds disgusting. Why would
And
I
it
want to
sounds
drink
like a pain in the rear.
ginseng
I
when there's
threw away
Coke?
my wife did. She called me and she was like, "Hey, I'm throwing away this juicer."
No.
Because juicing was cool for like 2 seconds, and then I realized
That's
it takes
it.
me 20 minutes to clean this stinking
Right.
thing.
And it costs
And it
you
cost me
$50 to
50
make
bucks
a
for a
juicer.
drink.
Yeah. You're like, you have to put
So
12
we got it-
apples
yeah.
and whatever else. in
75
there.
Vitamix.
pounds of kale.
Right.
you just Vitamix
Yeah, I'm
it.
Yeah.
Vitamixing now.
There you go.
Shout out sponsor.
So I quit caffeine.
What?
What?
Yeah, I know.
You're not
Oh
going to,
my
you're
God.
going to
Crazy.
Puertino?
No. No, nothing so fancy as that.
Oh,
yeah,
tried
but
it. It's actually
dropped coffee for a little while.
I've done that. Like for like a couple
Can you
weeks.
see a difference?
Yeah, right at first.
Where
My-
you-
my brain hurt
Yeah. Oh.
because caffeine is a vasoconstrictor So then increased blood flow through your brain apparently is a thing.
Yeah.
And I think is why you get headaches. But
it's weird. I a couple days ago I kind of forgot.
Yeah.
Like because I'm so consistent in getting coffee in the morning, and I forgot one more. I was late.
Yeah.
And I didn't even think anything of it.
No,
I went through the whole day without it.
I think that has to do with the half-life. So the first day, no big deal.
Yeah.
The second through maybe the fourth or fifth day, it was unpleasant.
Yeah. One time in college, I worked at a camping college in Missouri, and we weren't allowed to have soda or coffee or anything while we were there, which is kind of dumb. But because you're with kids 16 hours a day.
Could you at least have Sprite?
Nope, nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah.
No candy, no nothing. So
Camp life.
The first night off that I had, we went out and I had like a Diet Mountain Dew, and I like just pounded it. Excuse me. And I didn't sleep that night.
Yeah. It's a powerful stimulant for about a week.
I stayed up literally till 9 a.m. the next morning, just staring.
Oh, right.
Couldn't do anything.
Can't sleep. Just jittery.
It's like, golly, this is terrible.
It works great for about a week, and then after a week, you're just dependent.
Yeah, I kind of like try not to drink it on the weekends.
Yeah.
But, you know.
It's the first thing I do in the morning. I swear there's a difference between home-brewed coffee, even if you're cutting your own beans, or Starbucks, or go buy it. There's got to be some kind
difference?
It just seems thicker when it comes from like a Starbucks or a McDonald's coffee. Mine, it just seems watered down to me.
I think the
you
opposite.
You got to put more coffee in there.
Yeah, I don't.
Apparently,
I don't like. I mean, I guess I'm really particular about.
What do you use to make coffee? What's your coffee maker of choice?
So I have a French press, and then I have a just a drip.
Yeah.
With a metal filter.
Yeah.
Which I like.
Yeah, the metal basket.
Yeah.
That's my preference.
That's what I have.
Keurig.
I don't like Keurig coffee.
You heathen.
Now, I would like to get an AeroPress, which is...
I have an AeroPress.
Yeah.
I've had an AeroPress for nearly a decade.
Oh.
Do you think
take his because he's not drinking anymore?
Do you think it works better than a French press?
It depends on the quantity of coffee you want.
Yeah.
A French press is good for like 2 big cups of coffee.
Yeah.
AeroPress is good for 1 with a good bit of coffee. So you go through coffee faster with the AeroPress.
Yeah.
How do you take your coffee?
Black, like my soul.
There you go.
I have an espresso machine.
Oh yeah,
I have
one of those
coffee
too.
maker, and I have some French presses.
Forgot about that.
I don't have an espresso machine.
I have a Breville espresso machine.
That's kind of the selling point of the AeroPress.
Really nice one.
Is it's kind of like making espresso. You get a little pressure through the beans.
Wait a minute, is that commercial with George Clooney and the little guy? Danny DeVito, is that the AeroPress commercial?
That's
I don't know.
I don't know.
Come on.
The little guy.
Remember, we're only 30.
I also don't have a TV.
He doesn't have a TV.
I have a TV that
He's
I don't
such a holier
use.
than thou. Can we just talk about this?
Why is that?
I don't drink coffee, and I don't have TV, and I don't drink
alcohol.
You guys are haters.
You guys.
All of you are haters.
So do you go to Methodical and just sit and like?
Why would I go there?
I don't know. That seems to be this. I've only been there twice.
He looks at his self-built computer
and
just nerds out on.
And he cranks it up because of the solar power, coal powered fire.
You know,
I do nerd out on books.
Cassettes are coming back.
Are they?
Yeah, that's the
hardcore bands like put out cassettes. It's like I don't have anything to listen to.
I can't play this. I just had a conversation the other day. Like last time that I actually used a CD.
Yeah,
I can't remember.
I had to burn a DVD the other day.
I have one CD in my car.
Yeah.
Adele?
I don't. I don't.
It's Songs from the Penalty Box, 1997.
Oh, yes. Nice.
So you old school punk rockers who had to only listen to Christian music, Songs of the Penalty Box was it.
Sampler from Tooth and Nail.
Yeah. Solid State.
Tooth and Nail?
No, it's Tooth and Nail.
Tooth and Nail.
Is it? We've had this conversation. Is it punk music or is it someone screaming in the microphone?
No, that's
kind of
punk.
all it goes.
The early
together.
90s or late 90s, that was still punk. That
was hardcore too. But
that wasn't too
like
screamy
punk and
yet.
hardcore, they kind of go hand in hand. If you say you listen to hardcore and you don't listen to punk, you're stupid.
If you say
I like punk, but I don't listen to hardcore.
And you don't listen to Guns Up, you're stupid.
Yeah, you're stupid.
Well, I guess I'm stupid.
You're stupid.
I just like The Clash and anything that was like 80s.
Yeah.
Like Minor Threat.
That's more like
been
new
really
wave.
Suicidal Tendencies.
I've been really getting Suicidal Tendencies is the 90s, bud.
Well, I graduated high school in '92.
Yeah.
Man,
I've been listening to a
yet.
lot of the specials.
Black Flag specials. Well, that's
the
ska
specials.
too, though.
Yeah, reggaeton ska. They were the first band on Saturday Night Live. Did you know that?
The specials.
Yeah, they were. Now that you say
They played Gangsters. That song is awesome. I actually listened to that song on the way in today. I love the specials. Oh my goodness.
I listen to a lot of Madness too.
Mm-hmm. I listen to a lot of podcasts.
Ton of podcasts. I listen to a ton of Christmas music right now.
Oh,
I'm so nostalgic.
Oh man,
you know what?
Christmas
it's not
music.
even Thanksgiving.
Yes.
I got to agree with Dave. I got it in the car yesterday.
I like whistle Christmas music in July.
It's
like,
my favorite.
Christmas.
Oh my gosh,
Aaron went to the store and had turned on Christmas music. We got in the car.
Awesome.
And I turned on. I was like,
I'm about
this
that
is not that bad. I was
like,
kind of, I'm in the mood now.
Yeah,
I know, this is great. I pulled down with Christmas stuff last week. Listened to a ton of Christmas music, a ton of Norwegian black metal, and a ton of Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons. I have the most eclectic music selection, but black metal has been like starts getting cold, and you just want to hear darkness.
Yeah,
been watching a lot of Norwegian black metal documentaries and videos and stuff.
Do you ever listen to
Painted Face, and they come out, and it's just awesome.
About as Norwegian as I get is the Hives.
But they're literally only talking about Satan.
Yeah, right.
That's it.
Yeah,
the Hives. That's all. As far as Norwegian.
Hives are Norwegian.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, I love the Hives.
I love the Hives. I've seen them twice.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
And they also played the NHL All-Star game in Atlanta.
There you go.
So,
well, I'm lost.
What are you listening to?
For music,
Adele.
Yeah, we got Adele on repeat.
New J-Beebs.
Have you been to Maine recently?
No, I don't.
The new J-Beebs is off the chain.
I just think that since I listen to music probably as much as anyone, any songs and music that I haven't heard anything, that I haven't heard is welcomed and encouraged. So if you want to
listen to black metal,
we transfer me.
Yeah.
Just I don't know, but I also am too cheap to pay for Spotify.
It's $10.
Yeah.
I'll give it to you for Christmas.
A month. Yeah.
$10. You are so cheap. Come on.
Do you need Pandora? I can give you my access.
Dude,
I
that's
have
a business expense.
That's a business expense. What is it? Amazon Prime Music?
Yeah. That's it.
I have Amazon Prime Music.
I have Amazon Prime Music. I have iTunes Music.
I have iTunes too. I don't know why I paid for that. It's not as I don't.
It's getting better.
The only reason I listen to it is because if I'm not at the gym and they're playing my Spotify here, I'll have to listen to that.
Right. So
well, if they're playing my my Pandora here, I get like more than one person is listening to your Pandora.
You guys are going to get cease and desist letters now.
I don't care.
That's fine.
They'll find you.
Yeah. Yeah. So the what's your training music?
So many. Well, lately my training's been really interrupted due to sickness. I've been sick like a bunch. I cut my thumb off.
Nice.
Why have we not talked about this?
I had a mandolin accident, like the slicing.
He was playing
Let me
the
see
mandolin.
your thumb. Your thumb is
healed.
not cut off.
It hurt a lot.
How many bad words did you say?
I just got really calm and said, I think I need to go to the emergency room.
Shout out to our guy in Alaska that actually cut his finger off.
Josh you have a lot of free time, so you're listening to this.
Yeah, you are definitely listening to this, Josh.
Shout out to Josh. He actually did cut off
for
his
cutting
finger.
your finger off. I guess.
Lead with your shoulders.
All right, so true.
But I've been doing, I would say, I like techno.
Techno?
I mean, I think that, if you're trying to find music, and we've, I guess, lately had an infusion of high school athletes at the gym.
Yeah.
And so, you have to be a little bit more cautious, especially when their parents are around, of the music.
Yeah.
And
you can do censored on all of those platforms.
Well,
that's true.
But when they play The Weeknd censored, it's still like, what did he just say? What is he talking about? You're like,
he literally said nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's just music going in the background.
There's no reason to put Lil Wayne on.
Yeah, Deadmau5.
Oh, Deadmau5 is the jam.
I just listened to that Deadmau5.
Deadmau5 is great.
Nice.
He not a lot of people actually know what he looks like.
Oh, he looks really hungry.
Yeah. So when he takes his helmet off and stuff, he can
really
just walk
hungry.
around at his shows.
I like that.
Oh yeah, yeah. That anonymity, Daft Punk.
And he's also bat crap crazy because he's not allowed to be touched. He doesn't want anyone to touch him.
So he's a germaphobe?
I don't know. He's definitely something.
He's got a Lambo.
Definitely something. He's a touchophobe.
Yeah.
Don't touch me.
Humans are the worst.
Yeah. He's into cats, too. He has hairless cats.
Hairless cats.
Are you just piling on, or are you being serious?
No, I follow him on Instagram.
Then he has to be a germaphobe, then.
Yeah, it could be.
I don't know. But
what are you watching on YouTube?
Ooh.
The BBC.
Mighty Car Mods.
Mighty Car Mods.
On YouTube or Netflix?
YouTube. We'll get into Netflix next.
I
Australian guys who mod cars in their garage.
Yeah, I watch a lot of woodworking YouTube stuff.
Me too.
Engineering kind of stuff.
Yep. I'm watching a lot of archaeological time team out of England.
I watch Joe Rogan for like 10 hours a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been watching a lot of things, domino setups of
Lord.
like hundreds of thousands
awesome.
of dominoes. It's so much fun to watch. Been watching
Like
that, obviously black
that
metal.
OK Go video.
It's so good.
Like the Rube Goldberg machine
Oh,
one
yeah.
they did.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome.
I did that.
Their videos are so much better than their music.
That was that time
Lot
you
of
tried to
black
get me to
metal.
watch the light will take us or whatever. What is
Oh
it?
yeah,
Until the light takes us.
Yeah, a
I
lot of
watched about
documentaries.
5 minutes of that.
Oh, it's terrifying.
And I was like, nope.
A lot of terrifying stuff going on in Norway. What else? Like I always hit like because I watch Jimmy Fallon. I watch that.
Yeah.
I'm a huge Ellen DeGeneres fan. You got to watch that. Shout
She's
out
still
to
on
12
TV?
Days. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
2000s
She'll be on
episode.
TV until she dies.
She's so fun. I think she's hilarious. I watch a lot of stand up. A whole lot of stand up.
Yeah,
And, like,
I
old
watched
stand-up, too.
like a lot of comedians in cars getting coffee.
Oh yeah, that's fire.
Jerry Seinfeld.
Oh, yeah.
that's
I watched
fire.
Jay Leno has a... If you like cars,
Yeah,
a lot of people don't like Jay
Leno's
Leno,
Garage.
but
Yeah.
it's showbiz.
Yeah.
It's business. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it's not personal.
I've been watching a lot of Don Rickles.
Don Rickles.
The greatest.
Don Rickles is funny.
My favorite comedian of all times. Like watching him roast Ronald Reagan
Yeah.
and watching him roast Johnny Carson and Jerry Lewis.
They literally threw him
I
under
don't
the
think
bus
our
back
audience
then.
knows who those people are.
Who is Ronald Reagan?
He's the president that got shot and didn't die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nancy.
Nice. One of them.
Or an actor.
I want to
You
say
should listen
Andrew
to this
Jackson got
podcast
shot and
more.
didn't die.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or somebody
Do
else
I?
around that time.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Who got shot?
And beat the guy on the White House steps with a cane after he got shot.
Oh, you're thinking about you're thinking about what happened long time ago.
Yeah.
The guy walked
Andrew
over to him,
Jackson.
beat him with the cane.
Yeah. Andrew Jackson.
Pel-
That was
Folk.
Hundreds
a
of years
long,
ago.
Yeah.
long time ago.
And the dude was from South Carolina, and he got like a crap ton of canes sent to him.
Oh, that was a different story. But
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. In the State House or in the Senate.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Right.
Speaking of canes, I'm thinking about going to Indonesia, but the caning part really is.
Yeah, don't drop
Don't
your
chew gum.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Don't spit on the sidewalk.
Right. Yeah. Don't do
Don't-
any American things while you're there.
don't do drugs.
Don't talk
Why?
about the
Why
government.
Indonesia? What's the?
I
what's
don't
the
know. I
draw?
just was on Airbnb and I saw this treehouse in Bali.
And there you go. You're like, hey, treehouse
like, hey.
vacation.
Actually,
You are the weirdest thing in my life.
wait a minute, hold on. You want to go? You want to go to Indonesia? There's a
Yeah.
better place.
Burning
what's that?
Man.
There's a.
Yeah, I want to go there.
My friend just went there and did a. They
you
got a
wanna
boat
take
out
some
there. The
peyote.
Brunei boat.
Yeah,
You should look into doing that. That's more right up your
Okay.
alley.
my buddy. Shout out to Gareth coming back from a year abroad.
Yeah.
Well, working, not
Working.
traveling. Repairing gas turbines.
He got paid hundreds of thousands of dollars.
He's probably listening
Yeah.
on the.
Yeah, go out.
On
It's,
the
it's a
airplane.
boat.
Do it to it.
It's called the Brunei.
The
right.
Brunei.
It's basically a Indonesian boat that they've built, handcrafted.
You know, I watched the movie The Beach with Leo DiCaprio. You know Leo DiCaprio, like in high school, and I was like,
I've heard of him.
yes,
Like, you
that's
guys-
what I need to
He's
do.
never really won any awards.
DiCaprio, is that what you guys are calling
Yeah.
him?
Have you told Todd?
DeCap.
DiCap. What's
No.
up, Brett?
I mean, that I want to swim out to an island and live on a commune?
Nice.
Would you actually do
Yes.
that?
I could see him do it.
Yeah,
For
absolutely.
a while, totally.
No.
I wouldn't.
I have a kid.
I mean,
I
I don't-
can't.
So
I
I've
don't
got
have
a
this is done.
family to deal with.
I don't have any of like the normal. I don't need to seek
Attachments,
approval or
right.
attachment.
Maharish.
I
I
think
was
my
talking
mom,
at the-
my parents would be more surprised if I didn't do that.
That's probably
I
true.
want you to clear something up for me
Yeah.
because I've listened back to some of these podcasts and I'm confused.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Okay, where does
He
your
is
dad
from
where,
Maine.
where does your dad live
Texas.
currently?
Not Austin.
Not in Austin. I think he lives in Tampa now.
Okay, where does your mother live?
Well, now she lives in Florida,
Okay,
Oh.
but they both own houses
So
in
there's
Maine.
no reason to go
okay.
back
So
to
your
Maine
mom.
now.
I'm just trying to understand how
Yeah.
you keep going back to Maine and
Oh,
your
yeah,
parents are there. But then the other day you said, "Well, I went down and saw my mom at Florida, and my dad's over in Austin."
Yeah, so my parents, although they don't, they're not married and they're not super close anymore. They own houses about a mile away in a town of 10,000 people.
Well, that's awesome.
It's a good,
How
good.
did that happen?
They both love where we grew up. I don't think that And then they both moved to Florida, which I think is also
which is also the worst place.
The universe just keeps pulling
Besides
them
Orlando.
together.
Do you have any brothers or sisters?
I have a sister who lives in San Antonio.
Think
She's
about
listening.
it like this.
San Antonio.
You guys are both going to have, at the end of the day, a house in Florida and a house in Maine.
That's
Yeah.
Well, I
Possibly.
guess.
There you go.
I don't know if I'm still in the will, but
Speaking
we'll
of Florida,
after the podcast.
speaking
Yeah.
of Florida,
Be making some phone calls.
did you see where Darth Vader robbed a Quickie Mart down there?
Man, I felt like he would have had more resources at his disposal.
Hey, I'm telling you, ruler of the empire has
it's
to go
tough.
in. And
Yeah.
tough
He
times.
definitely wasn't ruler of the empire.
Well, you know.
I almost said that, and I
could've
caught
been.
it. I caught myself.
No, you caught yourself because
Yeah.
that's
I'm
not
sorry
real.
he wasn't
That's
the
not in the
emperor.
canon.
That's not
He was
real.
Sith.
That's not Star Wars canon,
It's
man.
not real.
I learned something from a podcast when you talk
sorry.
loud, you can't get close in.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tried to pull out. Couldn't do it.
Pull out game
Sorry.
strong.
Sorry.
You're no good back there. You should pull out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi-yo. God, we're
No
going to have to
com-
edit that out.
No comment.
Golly. We're going to have to edit that out.
Hey,
Why?
that's
Yeah.
a
What are we talking about?
Star Wars quip.
Yeah, it's Star Wars.
Was it a Star Wars
Yeah,
one?
Yeah.
they're flying down the valley, and he tells him, "Biggs, go ahead, pull out. You're no good back there."
Yeah.
You know, saves his life.
Smart.
Saved his
Smart.
life.
Why are you trying to run it in the ditch?
I apologize.
Oh man,
Where's your
I
mind?
Yeah, jeez.
Good grief.
So how's everybody training?
I'm just exercising.
Oh, yeah, man.
You still running?
I've not lately.
It's cold. It went from
Yeah.
like,
I don't know about it's not the cold, it's the time.
yeah.
I gotta get my
I've just
cardio
gotten
back.
smashed with a lot of stuff that I got to do. Spoke at a conference recently.
How did that go?
Wonderfully. Yeah, it went really well. We talked with a bunch of accountants about the intersection of basically life, fitness, and business. Put all those things together. Talked about managing energy instead of managing your time to be a high performer. Got a lot of the structure of the idea from a book called The Power of Full Engagement. It's a good book. If you haven't read it, go pick it up. It will at least give you some things to think about if it doesn't change your life.
Wow.
Is it on Audible?
Yes. Yeah, I think it is.
I
You could
love
listen
Audible.
to it. Yeah. I read so much faster than I listen,
Not me.
so it's easier for me to get through books that way, except that you can't passively read. That's
No.
that's the challenge with that. Now, what's the deal with Audible? Like, you pay a subscription, you can get one book for the cost of your subscription every month.
That's dumb.
Or-
Why wouldn't you just buy a book?
Well, so what I do is I buy just like, you can buy like 10 credits at a time,
Yeah.
and then I just pick and choose the books I want.
I'm going to be honest with you. Apple Music and all that kind of stuff messed up my Apple books because I was
Yeah.
buying books through Apple. And when they changed all that, it
screwed
just
it
was
all
one
up.
of those things that I can't find anything
Yeah,
anymore.
I don't know how, like, so Harry Potter used to only be available through Pottermore till this week, and now you can get them through Audible. But
Our
when
new
you
sponsor, Pottermore.
yeah, but when you load books into Audible,
Pottermore.
sometimes it just
Pottermore.
screws it up.
Pottermore.
If you
How
like
doing?
Harry Potter,
Yeah, I mean,
Pottermore.
but I
You
would
can
say
get some more.
You can always get some Pottermore.
More Potter.
More Potter. Wow.
Can anyone do an accent?
No.
What kind of accent do you want?
I'm asking any.
Any accent?
Right, man. You want to talk about this? We can
wanna
go
talk-
over there. We
you
can pick
wanna-
up them weights.
That's actually
And
pretty
you can
good.
actually tell your mate to kiss my ass. All right?
Oh, man.
But there-
Sorry, I had to
There
go
goes-
there. I
there-
didn't mean to. I'm just
I
trying
don't
to
know
figure
why
out how
I
to clear.
asked.
I thought we were trying.
Now all he's going to do is
Guys.
talk.
Yeah.
Have you ever
Now
talked
we've
to
got
an
a new
English accent
accent.
for a long period of time,
Yeah.
and then you like want to talk like them?
I do it
Yeah.
all the time.
Like I've literally like caught myself like with an English accent.
Right.
I'm like, did they notice that I just did that?
One time I've actually,
Yes.
me
Yes.
and my dad did
And they're
that one
judging
time.
you.
I'm trying to clear up space.
I had a friend that was Romanian, and so we
just-
worked at camp one summer, and whenever the kids came into the game room, I would take on like an Eastern European accent, and he would too, and they would always ask us where we were from.
What are
and
you doing?
Yes.
we just made up different stories for the same kids
Yeah,
over and over again, and I think that they just bought it.
Children.
Kids are dumb.
Yeah, they'll believe. Well, people will believe anything.
That's true.
I mean, that's why.
That was Hitler's quote, right?
I think that's Nietzsche.
You tell the biggest lie.
So many times.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what's. I mean, I guess now back to traveling. If you're in a place, there's some kind of anonymity,
Yeah.
so you can be whoever you want.
Right.
But the reality is, if you just tell all of your secrets to a complete stranger,
Yeah.
man,
Nice.
I
there's
just
kind
deleted-
of
I just
something cool
deleted all
about
my
that.
photos.
And they're unbiased.
Yeah.
Boom.
That's true because they don't have any expectations for you. That was one of my favorite things about going to college. Was that you could?
Did you go potluck?
You could do what?
Your roommate?
I did.
How was that?
Me.
Yeah.
I went potluck again the second time.
Wow.
It worked out better. We're still friends.
So, Roy, I'm going to talk with the accent the rest of the way out.
We're done. We're done. We've moved on.
Yeah, being able to drop the assumed identities is pretty cool because you kind of get.
I said, I don't care what you say. I'm going to talk like this if I want to.
What is it? The typecast? Yeah, you get typecast like in high school. Everybody's been there. Like you get expected to act certain ways, say certain things, and you just kind of fall into your role. And if you try to do something different, it's weird. So.
Yeah. Well, I did theater, so I kind of sort of had to learn how to do accents.
Yeah.
So,
but we're talking about college.
That was the role.
All right. Well, whatever.
Yeah,
the role. Okay.
Yeah,
the chameleon.
Right? We got it.
The chameleon.
So then you go to college.
I took German in college.
And depending on how many people you go to school with that you can kind of just be whoever you want to be. So it's kind of free.
I was a baseball player.
Yeah.
I had my roommate, who I still talk to on a daily basis.
I don't.
That's sweet.
I took the 10-year plan in college.
There's no rush.
No.
Yeah.
No rush.
No, I should have stayed longer. Gotten a different degree.
Yeah. That's another thing. Folks, if you're thinking about going to college and studying exercise science,
don't.
You couldn't do it, but I would probably get some more applicable skills to life.
Like what? Balancing your checkbook?
No.
Anybody have a checkbook?
Being an adult life. Like, let's see. Liberal arts, I mean, I am worldly in my education, but I don't really know how that translates to be employed.
I just don't think college is good.
I think liberal arts is the way that you get interesting.
Yeah.
But then you still have to come up with some marketable skills. Mm-hmm. So if you have skills and you're interesting, I think that puts you ahead of the curve.
I took radio and TV broadcasting. I guess that's kind of a journalism, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
It was all right.
Yeah.
I didn't start using it till like 2 years ago.
I learned about 12,000% more out of college than I did in college.
Yeah, you have to.
Sure.
That's what you do. I mean, that's if you quit learning, then you end up a janitor.
Yeah, or dead.
That's derogatory.
No, I mean, I think that, but some people do it, like, any job, like, I mean, I think some people seek jobs that are kind of, like, mundane and not mentally stimulating because
they can make money.
There are days when I look out the door of the gym and I think it'd be really great to just go empty trash cans and, like, blow off the trail.
Yeah. I mean, some people really like
grass
that.
And edging.
Right?
Oh, I love to do that.
Yeah. There's days where that would be nice. My brain is so tired.
That's why I still work at a restaurant. It's for my brain. Because I have to make decisions, during the day that affect people. And when someone tells me what to do for a couple hours a week, it's nice. Very good for my mind.
You're just on cruise control at that point.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, it's not cruise control. It's just it's like it takes some anxiety away.
Yeah.
So I struggle with anxiety so much that it's really good for me.
I get that. I'm reading a book called Drive. It's interesting. They talk about motivation and why people do what they do or how to motivate people to do things.
Is it
incentivize?
Daniel Pink?
Yes, I think so. 1.0 is everything has to be written like 1.0, 2.0, whatever now, which I think is dumb. But the first layer is like basic human needs. I got to eat. I got to sleep. I want to procreate. All that stuff. Yeah. Then level 2 is the incentives and punishments, the carrot and the stick. So you say, hey, do these things, we'll give you money. Don't do these things because if you do, you'll get in trouble. And then level 3 is developing mastery, kind of having a sense of purpose, like things that are for benefit. So there's businesses now that are classified. I think North Carolina has this classification. Like you guys are probably LLCs, right? Mm-hmm. We do LLCs. So there's one now called the L3C, which is a limited liability, low profit company, which is like a for benefit instead of a for profit. So the goal is to make money, but it's to do something that impacts people outside of your business, like improve your community, whatever.
Huh.
Which, sounded really motivating to me, right? Because I'm much more interested in being awesome at what I do
But you also want to help people
more.
too.
Right. And then being able to see that make an impact.
And then reap the benefits of it.
And their talk, especially towards millennials who seem to all feel that way as a category, is like you give them enough money to take money off the table, and then you give them opportunities to grow and be bigger people, essentially. So I found that pretty interesting in that kind of track.
Sure, yeah. I think that, that it's a balance, right? I mean, Bill Gates, the Gates Foundation is going to impact more lives than we can ever imagine.
But not more than Walmart.
Yeah.
So here's a funny thing there. So I've been doing a lot of reading on economics and stuff like that because nerd, right, whatever. So the Gates Foundation has done something like $36 billion.
Yep.
Right? So since Walmart has been a business, they have saved consumers $45 billion that consumers can then go spend in other places or, benefit their family spending less money on their groceries.
And then benefiting other people from buying stuff from other companies.
Right. So So who's the bigger charity, Walmart or the Gates Foundation?
I would say that our primary responsibility is to provide an excellent service, and then people will be had to pay for it, so you can in turn, have a lot of money, and then do whatever you find charities that you love and find causes that you can get behind.
I still want to see this happen, and there's a couple of companies that do it, but. I was in Walmart today. I was picking up our Christmas tree, and I asked the lady there. I was like, "So how's your Thanksgiving going to be?" She goes, "It doesn't matter." She goes, "I'm going to be here."
Right.
I said, "Okay." She goes, "So I really," and I'm like,
"Well, guess what?
This year I'm not going to be at the gym for Thanksgiving. That's a first for a while.
Yeah, we're open.
Kind of nice.
I mean, I get Black Friday. That's fine and everything, but can't
Black
we have
Friday
like
is not
one day?
You people are maniacs.
2 days. Can we have 2 days?
Do you know how many
Thanksgiving
jobs
Day
are
and Christmas
created
Day.
because of that one day?
Just Amazon it.
But I don't care.
Yeah.
I mean, my thing is, you know how much
But
goodwill that spreads?
Those people that are working are making money so
Hudson
that
just
they
hanging out in the background
He's
here.
giving
so they can provide for their families.
Well, then how about this?
It's a catch-22.
If it's such a great thing, then why don't they just pay them a half day? Pay them a half day wage, let them go home.
But that costs. Who's going to pay for that? Consumers are.
We're already doing it anyway.
Hey,
I don't know. The cost.
We want
the
LeBron
cost
James
plus
to work.
Pricing is not quite as prevalent as it once was.
I would say this. Everyone then would be at home trying to watch football, and those guys have to go to work, and they worked.
That's true.
They beat their brains in.
Yeah, they're ruining their lives.
Yeah, for us. They are modern-day gladiators.
I just think he should have 2 days. 2 days.
It'd
What's
be
wrong
nice.
with 2 days?
Well,
It'd be nice.
I think
Christmas and Thanksgiving.
But if it worked, they'd already be doing it.
And I even asked the lady, I said, so you're working Thanksgiving, so you're going to work, then you're off on Christmas. She goes, nope.
Of course not.
I was like,
Sure.
okay.
Again, watch the stock market Monday. So if that were to happen, stocks would drop. That consumer report
I am
is huge.
so all about capitalism. I'm all for it. Don't get me wrong. But I'm also like, hey, 2 days.
Sure.
Does that mean you got Cyber Monday that's going to come up? I mean, if you're going to have all the stuff is going to be online. Let them shop online. I mean,
that's what I do because I don't want to go to the store.
Shout out,
I'm already done shopping.
I mean, how many people are going to get killed on Black Friday?
For everything?
Seriously.
Ever?
Not me.
Just for
I will not be. I will not be killed on Black Friday
people will
due
be
to
trampled?
shopping.
How many
Due to
people-
shopping, right? Yeah.
Due to shopping.
It could happen some other way, but I won't be at the store shopping.
I mean, how many people are going to be trampled? Is
I'll
it
be
really
at
worth
Disney
it?
on Ice on Black Friday.
yes.
Disney on Ice.
Dad life.
You wanna build a
Hashtag
snowman?
Dad life.
Hey,
I don't even know what you're talking about, but I
Hey, but
guess
if
I'm going to learn.
if that's what they want to do, by all means, that's what the company does, and that's fine.
This is great. We got into capitalism today.
But we haven't gotten into politics, and it's going to stay that way.
Yeah, no, I can't do politics.
I will say this though.
I will talk
think
economics anytime.
so. One of our
Those go hand in
client that's kind of Dave and I trains at both our gyms, owns a women's boutique.
Yeah.
And man, I think that that stuff. As much as she says that she probably doesn't like it, she lives for that excitement.
Sure.
I mean, and I think that certain people, now obviously that's not people that work at Walmart per se, but those managers, I mean, they're living that's what they want.
Yeah.
I mean, they love that energy. They feed off people. They're, I think,
And I'll tell you another funny
it's
thing.
what they want.
I'll tell you something else that I read the other day, and I'm like, please, really, we're going to do that now? They're coming out with the new iWatch 2. There's rumors or whatever.
Of course they are, because people bought the first one.
I bought the first one, but I didn't buy it immediately when it came out. But I mean, I bought 6 months into it.
But
so
then
I mean,
the next one.
But it's not like a phone. It's not like a throwaway thing. It's a watch. Let's recycle it every 2 years.
I don't know.
Hey.
They make a new gas turbine right across the street here every year almost, and that thing is way more complicated than that watch.
Well, that's different.
That's true.
That's so different.
I mean, I don't know, but they're just making it for, different needs for different people. They have multiple models.
It's true.
You got to have the Ferrari and the Corolla.
Well, they do make a new car every year,
Corolla.
too.
I'm somewhere in between,
Well, I have a Volkswagen. So
yeah, I don't have a supercar yet, but...
Not yet. We're working on it.
We have chased a rabbit these last 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's what we do. This is a podcast. That's what it's for. So, Avit
has bowed out.
Yeah, so I guess we'll bring this in for landing. Thanks for joining us for the first ever video edition.
Yes.
Of the Disruptive Cast.
And it was just a bunch of jibber jabber,
It's
just
so
trying
good
out new things.
that if you stayed to the end and you sat here for an hour watching us talk to each other about various and sundry things,
6 1, half a dozen other.
You should thumbs up this video.
You should
thumbs up it, like it.
You should probably share it.
Probably should share it.
All of your social media. Comment, conversate. Even if you hate us, I don't care. Yeah. Leave comments.
Just send this out to your friends and say, look at these
Especially
guys.
Especially family members.
Right,
at least that.
Definitely. Send it to all your immediate family and all their immediate family.
Yep.
And then head over to the Facebook page, Disruptive Fitness /Disruptive Fitness, and the website, Disruptivefit.com, where you can catch up on all the past episodes of our awesome show.
Awesome show.
And sign up for the newsletter to hear about other stuff that's coming up.
Man, we do offer online coaching, believe it or not.
We do. And you can just email me. Just ask any question.
Any question about any topic.
Where can they find you at?
BrandonChapin.net, absondeck.com, Instagram @bchapin, or Brandon.Chapin@gmail.com.
Oh.
We got to work on your sign-off.
Yep.
You got to rhyme that stuff somehow.
I'm just at Buckethead.media. Instagram, the webpage, everything.
Got to feed that child. And I am at Disruptive Fit, Instagram and Twitter.
Did you guys already say mine?
Not yet.
We were going to let you do it.
Oh, thanks.
Go ahead.
At SMCF_Dave.
What's Baby Avid at?
We haven't done one, and that's also
and I think
the worst.
Yeah, baby Instagrams.
No one's going to follow that.
Redundant.
I mean, she's cute, but
they totally
come on.
will.
Someone told me there was a hedgehog that had an Instagram.
I've got that one meme that...
Why not, right?
Why not?
And they probably have more followers than me.
Yeah.
So
great show, guys.
Yeah, that was fun.
Very eclectic.
Very fun.
Just us talking.
And I guess I'm done with this.
Peace. See you next time.
Godspeed.
John Glenn.
Thanks again, guys, for listening in. Once again, if you missed the video version, head over to Facebook.com/DisruptiveFitness, and you'll be able to pick that up there. Soon, and very soon, we will have a YouTube channel out for you where we're going to be posting uploads on cooking, on training, on lifestyle, and podcasts, I guess. That's why you're here in the first place. And we'll be putting all that stuff together. So head over to Facebook. We'll give you a link to jump to our YouTube channel. Subscribe, and we will keep giving you more of what you want.